video, we're going to talk about operationalizing major aspects of CCPA compliance using the Privacy.ai's comprehensive PrivacyOps platform. CCPA focuses on three main principles: transparency, control and accountability, and protects California residents from mismanagement of their personal data by giving them control over what data is collected, processed, shared, or sold. CCPA applies to a wide range of businesses that collects California residents' personal data and also significantly expands the definition of personal information as covered by the law. If your organization is a for-profit entity handling California residents' data, CCPA compliance applies to you. Privacy.ai can help you operationalize major requirements of CCPA compliance. I will explain. How to automatically discover personal data across all your systems and link it to the owner of the data. How to provide means for people to make data subject access requests. How to implement identity fraud prevention within that portal. How to automate completion of complex tasks associated with data access request fulfillment instead of doing it manually. How to share data securely with the person requesting the data. How to implement do not sell request workflows. How to implement flexible opt-out mechanisms, how to monitor and manage readiness against CCPA compliance internally and across the vendor ecosystems, and how to map data flows within the organization to identify risks and maintain compliance. I'm going to start with automatic discovery and linking of PI data, as it is the fundamental basis for many other functions needed for CCPA compliance, such as DSAR fulfillment, automated data mapping, and breach notifications. Through simple REST APIs or on-prem virtual appliance-based interfaces, Audi can scan your data systems to discover, classify, and link personal data to its owner. From this point onwards, you can simply ask questions in plain language about the personal data and its owners, such as, "Hey Audi, what records do we have about Jill?" Or, "Hey Audi, what personal data do we have for California residents in Europe?" Or, "Audi, show me financial data for Jill in Hadoop." You can surface new PD types, detect data processed without consent, and monitor data flow risks through a simple, intuitive interface. In addition, you can use the Data Maps functionality to document and trace data flows within the organization, to gain visibility into data transfers both within and outside the organization. An important requirement for CCPA compliance is secure fulfillment of data subject access requests. Privacy.ai provides an end-to-end automation system to operationalize DSAR fulfillment. You can build and publish one or more customized data request intake forms and make them immediately available to accept data requests by embedding them into your web properties. With these few easy steps, you are now ready to accept data requests from your users. As users use your intake forms to initiate data requests, user verification is essential to prevent fraud, identity theft, and unauthorized access. Privacy uses multiple user verification methods to validate the user's identity before triggering an internal workflow. Audi then assists your internal teams in fulfilling data access requests in a timely manner. Audi works with Personal Identity Linker to discover systems and objects that hold personal data related to the data subject, and creates tasks and subtasks to complete this data request automatically. Secure collaboration within DSAR workspace for each task and subtask ensures that the right stakeholders can collaborate privately, bringing stakeholders to the PI data rather than sending PI data for reviews over email and chat. After all the tasks are completed, a consolidated report is generated, which you can review and approve. This report is then accessible to the user through the secure portal. Reports are encrypted and therefore only accessible to the user with a decryption key. You can ask Audi about status of DSAR requests. CCPA's Do Not Sell My Information request workflows can now be operationalized across your organization to respect consumer rights and meet CCPA requirements. You can set up the data request intake form to accept, restrict processing requests, and initiating tasks and subtasks within the organization after user verification. You can enable users to exercise the right to be forgotten and delete any data you have about them at your web properties by implementing privacy's consent management solutions. Using simple tags and embedded links on your websites, you can allow users to access, adjust, and delete cookie data, and capture these actions in a central database to prevent the sale or transfer of their information without consent. Transparency and preparedness are critical to your CCPA compliance initiatives. You can ensure that all parts of your business conform to uniform CCPA requirements using Privacy's collaborative, multi-regulational internal assessment platform. You can start a CCPA readiness assessment from one of the templates in the template library and invite subject matter experts to collaborate and respond to questions on that assessment. Collaboration is built into every section so stakeholders can communicate and complete their responses efficiently. Approval workflows ensure that responses are accurate, and Audi can help track progress and monitor responses. You can ask Audi about the status of an assessment, or you can ask Audi to show you the status of all CCPA assessments. You can now measure the readiness of individual products and business units against CCPA requirements to identify gaps and to address risks. You can seamlessly extend the assessment framework across your vendors to maintain CCPA compliance and to reduce the risk to personal data crossing organizational boundaries. Your journey starts by using the Privacy's Vendor Ratings module to quickly gain insights into the vendor's privacy capabilities, risks, and readiness. You can invite vendors to complete readiness assessments on the Privacy platform, offering them instant access to a secure, collaborative environment, where they can invite stakeholders and subject matter experts from within their organization to complete assessments. Vendors maintain complete control of their assessments while you can track, monitor, and manage privacy and security readiness for all of your service providers from a single dashboard. You can ask Audi about vendor assessments like, "Hey Audi, show me CCPA assessments for vendor ABC." Privacy provides a comprehensive PrivacyOps platform that enables all major functions needed to automate CCPA compliance. Let's get started at www.securiti.ai.